going on well. Going on fine. Actually, I'm not under ISO. I still go to work. So because my mother is a journalist and my father is a publicist. He's into public relations. So right from when I was like, I think 3 to 5 years old, my mother would come home from work. She works with the Nigerian Television Authority and she's a newscaster. So as at 5, 6, she would give me a news, the news she casted, and teach me how to read, teach me how to pronounce words, teach me how to make my eyes move faster than my lips. She taught me all that at the age of 5, 6. So I knew that I was going to be a journalist. So growing up, secondary school, I was a press club president. It was normal. University, I was the newscaster in my school radio before I got promoted to the head of news and current affairs for my school radio. So when I finished university, I went to the Nigerian Broadcast Academy. I spent 2 years. Then I went to Nigerian Institute of Journalism to do a PGD in a PGD in news reporting. So after all that, I started my career in journalism, and I've worked with televisions, I've worked with radio, and I've not worked with print, but I've been on TV and I've been on radio. So right now, I think I have like 6 to 7 years under my belt as a journalist and a presenter in both TV and radio. So that has been just my my career. I mean, taking it all together. First, um, actually, the radio station I really enjoyed working in with the most is App2 FM. It's in Ibadan here. I really enjoyed working with them. Then another place I enjoyed working in was when I was with NTA, that's Nigerian Television Authority. I loved working there. They have very brilliant minds and people who are veterans in the game, in the broadcast industry, who are ready to guide you right. You get what I'm saying? So I love NTA and I love R2FM. Yeah, talking about the COVID wave, the COVID-19 second wave that has been, all over the country right now. I think this can affect somebody who has a career. Me as an example, it has affected me a lot because I had no choice than to stay at home. And this is me who used to going in and out. I'm a journalist, I handle events. So second wave started, there are no more events. Even minimal events should not be more than 10 to 50. How many people will want to pay an MC 100K to come to a 50 person event? You get what I'm saying? Nobody will. So it actually downed my presently I'm also PhD because of COVID-19, as to strike and everything. I could not go back to school. I could not do anything. I had no choice than to just stay put. And I'm not someone who stays put. My brain is always working. So I had no choice than to look inward and look for things I can do with my hands, with my brain, while being in my house and make money. Before, I'm used to having a mic in my mouth, being in front of people and talking and making money. But there's no crowd. So what should I do? It forced me to stay at home and think. I was forced to sit down with myself. I'm not somebody who sits down with myself. I'm used to being amidst people. So now I'm always at home. So I have no choice than to learn to enjoy my own company. I had no choice than to learn to sit down by myself and think, okay, Temi, journalism, down, PhD, on hold. What are the as an entrepreneur, it has affected a whole lot of us. I don't say I myself as an entrepreneur, I see myself as just a businesswoman, but it has affected a whole lot of entrepreneurs in the country. People who have shows, people are no more patronizing, the economy is in recession, a whole lot of things have happened. But I think this second wave actually a means for us to see how things can be done in another way. That means that I don't have to go to office every day to make money. It means that as an entrepreneur, you don't have to open shop every day for you to make money. So what's the next best thing? Internet. So it has forced us to think. It has forced us to broaden our horizon. It has forced us to look for ways to make the same thing work for us the way it has been working. You've been making 1 million per year. You need to make another 1 million per year again. But you're not opening shop. I'm not going to event. So how do I make that same 1 million I was making last year when there was no COVID? You have no choice than to sit down and devise means of making that money. So I think these are ways that the second wave has actually affected us, especially me and entrepreneurs in general. Actually, talking about unemployment in the country is not just here alone. Unemployment is everywhere in the world. Even in the US, companies are sacking by the second. If you're not relevant, if your job is not really relevant, you're sacked. So I don't think you should put it only to Nigeria. We Nigerians tend to think we have the what the Lord does not of us, and we have it bad. No, we don't have it bad more than other countries. Lebanon has it bad. Pakistan has it bad. Iran has it bad. Germany has it bad. US has it bad. UK has it even more bad. If there's a word like that. So I think unemployment is on the rise in the world, not only Nigeria. But let's come home. Talking about the unemployment rise in Nigeria, I think naturally, if you're somebody who still has your job, in this second wave, you should be very thankful. But naturally, if you're somebody who has been employed over time, I don't think by now, if you have been employed for 2-3 years, I don't think it should just be your income that you're surviving on. This is the time where those that are smart and intelligent and those that are just there. You see the difference. Now, if you're the type that apart from your salary, you're not doing anything, you are in big trouble. Because whether we like it or not, unemployment rate is on the rise. So what are the things you can do when you don't have a job? What are the skills you have? What can you use in making money? And when I'm talking about skills, most people assume that if I'm talking about skill, you need to know how to sew, you need to know how to do tailoring, you need to know how to make hair. No, that's what I'm talking about. I as a person, I don't have any skill. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I don't know how to make clothes. I don't know how to use my hands. I'm not. The only thing I know that is unique about me is my brain. So when I'm talking about skill is not like I want to go and learn something I don't know. That is not it. Skill is, what do I have that is indeed that I can work on and use in making money? That's the mistake people think. People feel like, okay, because they are making money through wig making, let me go and learn wig making. Is it actually in you? Do you have passion for it? If you don't have passion for it, you will not get it. So, as anybody has something they can do while they sleep. You get what I'm saying? When I mean something you can do while you sleep, if they wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you questions about it, you will know something about it. It might not be something you've learned in school. It will be something that you've known over time, that you have that passion about. Me as a person, I watch movies a lot. Rarely will you mention a movie that I've not watched. To people, it seems like a waste of time. But when I was growing up, me watching movies makes me imagine a lot. I might sit down in the midst of people, everybody is gisting, and I'm in their midst, and before you know it, I'm weaving a story in my head. The inspiration might come from one of the series I have watched, but I'm not going to make my story told, and I'll be like, if I was the one that wrote that movie script, I will not write it this way. This and this and these are the ways I will put it together. Now, that is what you call a skill. Now, during this COVID-19 that things were, bad, I sat myself and thinking, what can you do? And I discovered, Temi, you have a very good sense of imagination. And what did I do? I started writing scripts for TV production. Now, anybody that sees me, that sees that I don't have an online shop, I don't know how to make hair, they might see me as unserious. But when you see me in front of my laptop, and those things I used to imagine, I'm putting them down into writing, and I'm selling those scripts and I'm making money. I'm actually a business. So when that unemployment rate is on the rise, you should look inside you, look inward, look at the things that comes naturally to you. Make it, turn it into a money-making machine venture. That is what you actually call entrepreneurship. Not flowing from one business to another. A cousin of mine came around and she sells clothes. And we were talking. And I told her, Dami, we've been here together for like over 10 hours. And we've been gisting. And we've not, we were gisting in such a way that she did not use one topic to mix the nest. She's a very good conversationalist. And I told her, Dami, I don't think selling clothes is your skill. And she said, really? I said, you like to talk. You should be in the media. Start a podcast. Say things that interest you. She now said, really? Can I be a presenter? I said, hey, you've been talking for 10 hours straight now. What else do we do on radio? We talk. And this is a person who has an online shop presence and is selling clothes. I told her, selling clothes is not you. It's something you are doing to make money. You just need that money fast. That's why you're selling clothes. What you need to do is start a podcast. You have an Instagram, do Instagram live, talk about random topics, open a YouTube channel. And it did that. And she's making more money than when she's selling clothes. Because selling that clothes is, let me try and make this money fast. But that talking is what she does do as if she's just gisting. So whether she makes 10,000 a day, whether she makes just 2,000 per day, she's fulfilled. And when you are doing something you're not fulfilled in, believe me, just get out. Because no matter how much money you make from doing something you're not fulfilled in, it will not be enough. But if you're making 2,000 naira from something that you feel so passionate about, believe me, you will keep waking up every morning to do it and you'll be extremely happy. So I think that is what youth should look into. You should not just jump from, hey, they said that if you start barbing here, you'll be making 2,000 naira per day. Let me start going to learn how to barb here. No, ask yourself, what can I do? What is in me? So that's what I think youth should do with the rate of unemployment in Nigeria. Yes. Advertising plays a whole lot. If a brand like Toyota is still advertising, that means advertising actually works. So I think advertising plays a major role. It puts you in the face of people. Fine, there's a difference between you knowing how to do things and people knowing you know how to do it. You might know how to do something and people might not know you know how to do it. That is where advertising comes in. So when you know how to do something, you have to let people know that you know how to do it. So you advertise. You go on radio, you go on television, sponsored ads, word of mouth. You let people know that you can do this well. Then they try you. Everybody loves things that are catchy. We all like to try things that are new. So when something is in our face, I remembered there was a time when I think Davido brought out an album. I'm actually never a fan of Davido anyway, but I keep hearing it every day. I enter taxi, I hear the same song. I'm on Twitter, I hear the same song. One day I was in my bedroom and I was singing this song along. I said, I don't even like this song. Why am I singing it? Because he had advertised it, he has promoted that song so much that it was sinking into my subconsciousness. So I'm like, okay, what is it with this femme anyway? Let me go and download it. So I downloaded and I listened it. So advertising is good. It puts you in people's head. If you are seen everywhere, people will be forced to like, okay, let's just patronize and let's see what's up. So I think advertising plays a huge role. It puts you in people's face and people will try to just patronize you and see if you are actually good at what you say you're good at. So if a journalist, we don't have enough day. We work morning till night, 24 hours. So I can't really say journalism affected COVID-19 because we were still working. We provide essential services. So even if you're at home, you have to open your TV and actually look at us. You people that don't watch news, you have no choice than to watch news during COVID-19 because you're always sitting at home. You get what I'm saying? People that never loved radio, they had no choice of listening to radio because they're always at home. So I don't think COVID-19 has actually affected journalism apart from the health aspect, where you have to be very careful where you go to, you have to wear your nose mask. Nose masks can be very frustrating, but you have to wear it every day. So I think it has given us an avenue to actually showcase us more to the world because people are always on the go. People don't listen to news anymore. People just go on Insta blog. They say most people that I know that my friend listen to their news from Insta blog. You get what I'm saying? But now that we are home, you have no choice than to actually listen to what is actually happening in the world because you need current happenings. You need to know, okay, how many people have had COVID today? What's happening in the world? Have they gotten the vaccine or not? So you have no choice than to listen to the news. So it put us journalists at the forefront. So I think this COVID-19, even journalists that you thought had faded away, on your system, so this woman is still in NCA. Wow, you get what I'm saying? So I think it has not really affected us. It has actually put us at the forefront because we need to keep giving information day out. So I think it has helped us more than do any harm to us. I think the new laws of social distancing it has affected a whole lot of things because right now the government is not making money the way they were before. In the sense that if you're flying from Lagos to Abuja, the way they will pack all of you inside the plane, there has to be a space in between. Now, the way they told the road is different. Things are different. I think it was one of the reasons why we went into recession in Nigeria presently because the government was not, they could not handle it. It was too much. The growth was too much. Because social distancing, you have to close the markets today. Government offices are not working. It can't be more than 8 in a place. And I think they said level 12 and below should stay at home. So I think it has affected how government is making money. And when private businesses don't make money, it's actually hard for them to pay government tax. So government is not making money. People are not going out. NURT is not making money. They are not paying tax. They collect tax from market women. Markets are closed. There's no tax. People cannot go into the bank to withdraw. People rarely even get money. So there's not even money to even withdraw in the bank. So it's affecting everything. It has affected the GDP of Nigeria. It has affected the economy of Nigeria. Not even the economy of Nigeria alone. The economy of the world right now is in recession, not just Nigeria. Everybody is just struggling, right? So I think it has affected a lot. The social distancing, the hand washing, and everything has affected the economy. But I think we pull through. We will.
So
Oh, okay. I'm still aspiring too. So anyway, aspiring journalists, up and coming journalists, um, I think what I'll tell them is be yourself. Don't try to copy anyone. Don't try to be like anyone. Just be yourself. Do what you know how to do. Do what you know. Then another thing is don't use somebody's successes as your yardstick. You don't know what they have in their cupboard. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Because when you see some OAPs that are driving Range Rovers, you assume that is the way journalism is that sweet, and you rush into it and discover that 10 years later, you still cannot buy. Then you wonder what nothing is wrong with you. to wait for that point where you start getting that. Journalism is not really about money, it is the fame. But it is the fame that brings the money. But first to rush after the fame. So there are times you'll be very famous and you might not have anything in your pocket. But that is absolutely normal. So what I say is be yourself and have passion for the job. Because if you don't have passion for the job, you will run after a few months because you'll not be able to cope with the rigorous stress without money. You will do more of free jobs than the one that will pay you. But one day, somebody that you did a free job for will remember you and pick you for the one that will fetch you money. So that is what I'm saying is have innate passion to disseminate information. When you have innate passion, you'll be fine. You'll be successful.